Hey everybody, welcome to the Warhammer Age of Sigmar solo battle report. This is part 2 of the Glymmsforge Catacombs, where I'm returning with a new party, some house rules which you can download as an errata in the video description below, and a new adventure basically to go and take on some night haunts in a dungeon crawl exercise to see how far we can get, see how many basically like chambers we can clear before we all die. So I've gone with a more thematic approach this time. A human, an elf, and a dwarf as my adventuring party. I've also changed some of the rules for one part to make them, I don't want to say more functional, but at least a little bit more challenging, I think, and to also just kind of clear up some odds and ends that just didn't quite work, like the terrain placement and stuff. So we're gonna dive in. If you haven't seen the episode 1, you can go one up on the playlist for some Solo Age of Sigmar and my first initial delve into the Glymmsforge Catacombs. And if you want to check out the rules themselves, I'll also link the PDF on Warhammer Community in the video description below. So let's take a look at the adventuring party and we'll get this underway. Alright, so once again, here we are set up for some solo Age of Sigmar using the Into the Depths of the Glymmsforge Catacombs expansion from Warhammer Community. So what do you need? You need the Night Haunt half of the Soul Wars starter set. So your Chain Rasps, your Glaive Wraith Stalkers, and your other guys. Halberd bands. And your 4 heroes. So you need your Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed, your Lord Executioner, your Spirit Torment, and your Guardian Souls with Nightmare Lantern. And these are your bosses. These are your minions that will show up during the course of the game. And here we have our 3 heroes. We have an Arch Revenant, basically representing the elves. We have a Knight, not Aquilor, Knight the Hunter, the not Neve, whatever the not Neve Black Talon is, the generic version of Neve Black Talon, whose name is Knight Zephyros. That's right. Something speedy sounding. And an Unforged, because you got a dwarf. So human, elf, and a dwarf lost in the Riddermark, and they're going to try and have an adventure and clear off as many bad guys as possible. Now, that is the first change I've made to the rules. When you check out the errata, instead of being 9 wounds or less, I determined for my first playthrough the 9 wound heroes were just a little bit too powerful. I went for 7 or less wounds, and all 3 of these have 5 actually. If I pick more than 4 heroes, I would need additional bad guy models, so I'm just picking 3. And then our allegiance will be order for getting bonuses and stuff. So now we're going to roll for our first exploration. I know we've set up to see where we're exploring to. Now I have changed the table quite a bit. 2 to 4 will trigger a boss fight, 5 to 8 will trigger a dungeon fight, and 9 will be a short respite, 10 will be a long respite, and the long respite has been changed from healing 1 wound to healing D3 wounds, and then 11 or 12 will trigger finding a treasure. So a little more fights. It just was, I was having lots of, like, I think my first roll of the last adventure was a respite. The average roll should probably not be a respite. It should probably be something a little more dangerous. There's no tension otherwise. So let's see what my first thing is. It's a 10, so it's going to be a long respite. Sweet, we get our wounds back. Wow, I couldn't fake it, I guess. It happened anyway. And then my second roll, so you rest outside the door, is a 5. We're gonna have a dungeon fight. Key changes to the dungeon fight. First of all, for the terrain setup, instead of being not within 12 inches of a cardinal point, which makes it absolutely impossible to place terrain, I made it 6 inches. I actually even determined that 8 inches was too much, because it's recommending you play it on a Warcry board, and if it was a 12-inch pushback for terrain with 3 inches from the middle, you literally can't put terrain anywhere in this table, because it's impossible. The 12 inches is like, it touches the whole board basically. So 6 inches instead, that means there's lots of room basically to place your minions when they arrive. And then the other primary changes are that you will have D3 plus 1 adversary units arrive to fight the heroes. And if it's a Chain Rasp board, it's triple the size of the adventuring party. Glaive Wraith Stalkers will be the adventuring party plus 1, and the same with the Grimghast Reapers. So let's do some placement of our heroes. So they get to go within 3 inches of the middle of the table, which is why you can't have terrain within 3 inches of the middle of the table, and they'll all arrive. And they'll all hang out with their little wound dice next to them, so you guys can keep track of how many wounds they have left. And then we'll roll to see how many minion units arrive. So minion units, it's going to be D3 plus 1. So it's going to be 3. First unit is 1, so Chain Rasps. The second unit is also Chain Rasps. And the third unit is 3 Glaive Wraith Stalkers. Very different from my first encounter. This time it's going to be 2 units of 9 Chain Rasps. I will have the unit leaders be these 2 models, and a single unit of Glaive Wraith Stalkers. And we roll to see where they deploy. So once we've set up in the middle, we'll roll a d6 for each unit, and we'll have ourselves do north, south, east, west for our cardinal points. First unit, we'll do the big Chain Rasps. 6. That's going to be surprised. Set up the first model for the unit within 1 inch of a battlefield edge, then set up all the other models from the unit wholly within 6 and within 1 of another model in the unit. So basically any battlefield edge. So do I have a D4 somewhere? I don't. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5, 6. So 5 will be over here. There's unit 1. Unit 2, we'll do the unit chain rasps. They show up on 2, which is north. Set up the first model within from that unit 12 inches due north from the center of the battlefield. Then set up another model from that unit wholly within 6 inches of the first. Getting spooky, we're getting surrounded. Then finally the Glaive Wraith Stalkers will arrive on a 4. East, set up the first model unit within 12 inches of the east, and then 1 inch, so they're going to be in this corner. All right, so the second chamber, well, it's only the first chamber. I'm only going to count chambers I clear, not the reward chambers, as chambers that we go through. Has all of these folks surrounding us. We do have a place to retreat to if we want to, though. Let's see what's going to happen on turn 1. So at the end of the battle, if all the adversary models are slain, I get a glorious victory. If all of us are dead, we lose. If you haven't watched the first episode, we're going to roll first in every battle round to see who is the primary unit activating. So if I roll a 1 to 3, the Night Haunts will activate first, and if I roll a 4 to 6, the heroes will. 4 to 6, the heroes get to go first. All right, well, it makes sense to, in my hero phase, first of all, gain a command point, because we do count as being battle forged, and we can use our command abilities and stuff on each other, because we're all heroes and we're all within range. Now, I think we isolate this group over here and try and take it out, so that's what we're going to do. Now, the Arch Revenant can move real fast. He can go 12, so we're going to put him far away, just so that he's within charge range, but when he charges, he's going to be as far from the audience as possible, because he can fly. He's good at flying. We're going to send the Knight Zephyros. She can go 5 over here. Oh, she moves 6, actually. Sorry, she's slightly faster than the other Stormcast characters. She has a gun, though. So move over there. And then, Mr. Dwarf, you need to take the path of least resistance, because you only move 4. You're going to walk straight towards them to get ready to charge. All right, shooting phase. We actually have guns, so we're going to fire our bolt storm pistol into that unit of Night Haunts. We shoot 9 inches, and it's 3s and 3s. We hit twice, and then 3s to wound. We wound twice. They have their 5 unmodifiable save, because they are spirits, and 2 die. So we'll just take the 2 furthest. You take Battle Shock during our turn and their turn, but we're going to charge. So we'll send the Unforged, the charge move. He's going to go 7. I think we charge left, and again, try and make it so that we can fight these units one at a time. Do we send in the Arch Revenant? No, I think we send the Stormcast. We'll save the Arch Revenant for now. She's going to go 8. And if they happen to pile into us, then we'll have the Arch Revenant pile in fight. So, charge is going first. I'll do the Arch Revenant. Or do we do the Unforged? Do the Unforged first. He's pretty good. He makes a 6+ save. So I probably want to try and kill as many of these as I can. I have 6 attacks. I always reroll 1s to hit because my runic axes. I'm pretty good at stabbing. And then if I die, I do D3 mortal wounds to them. Now, they're not chaos units, so I don't do double damage to them. And if they did have more than 1 wound, I would get to get +1 to wound, because I hate killing monsters. So 6 attacks, rerolling 1s. Because the Unforged does love killing. Ooh, relevant. 2 rerolls. And then 3s to wound. He does have a rend, but of course they'll ignore it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so they get their 5 up saves. Again, no allegiance abilities for the Night Haunts, so they don't get their 6 up shrug. So 1 passes and 3 get butchered. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And the remaining ones will pile in now as they get picked to fight. So they activate normally in the combat phase. They will pile all towards the closest model and attack that closest model. So in this case, it's going to be Knight Zephyros. And they'll pile their full 3 to try and get in. So this one will go 2. And pile into here. It's 9 attacks. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, because the boss man's there. And did I roll enough? 2? Yeah, okay. We did. These 5 miss. 4 hit. And then 4s to wound against Knight Zephyros. 1 wound. She has her 4 armor save because she is still wearing Stormcast armor. She passes. Well, she gets 7 attacks on the charge, which is pretty sweet. She can also run and shoot, I keep forgetting. And that's going to be 3s and 3s with a -1, but of course they will ignore that. So 3s to hit. There's 6 hits, and then 3s to wound. 4 wounds, enough to kill them all if they don't pass save, but they do have a 5 of save with no modifiers. They pass 2, so just 2 die. That's going to put the Arch Revenant out of range to do a pile-in move, which is fine. They lost 7, and they have a bravery of 10 for the Battle Shock phase. So Battle Shock is going to be passed on a 3 or less. 5, 2 more. That's gonna kill him. All right, heroes. Well, you've managed to banish some extra spooky minions. So now it is the top of the Night Haunt turn, and they go to their action phase, which means they're gonna roll on a chart. Now I have modified the chart a bit. So far it was a lot of hold and a lot of Tormented Spirit. I actually changed 6 to charge, 5, 4, 3 to advance, 2 to hold, and 1 to Tormented Spirit where they get hit automatically, which I don't even know why you would have in this, except for when they're already in combat. So we'll start with these guys. What do? Okay, 2+. They're going to hold. And the Chain Rasps are going to also hold. Well, then that end turn. I think in the action phase, they're not in combat to fight, so it's a new round. Round 2, let's see who is going first. So 1 to 3, it's the Night Haunts. 4 to 6, it's the heroes. Heroes again. Hero phase, we get a second command point, and then decide what we want to do with them, I guess. We can still run shoot with the Knight of Zeros. She can shoot 9 inches. I think she's probably in range to shoot, but these guys are going to get... No, they don't get cover because they're just spirit hosts. I guess we walk our 6. Head over to here. Ah, might as well run. We can't charge this turn. We'll run. So we'll go 9. So 8 plus 1 to here. The Unforged is going to run. And he'll make it a 6 for a command point, because why not? So he goes 10 this turn. He's going to go 8 and then 2 more. Because otherwise his little legs will not keep up. And then the Arch Revenant can go 12, because, you know, wings. So 8 and then 4 more. And he'll party in behind, actually, because he has reach weapons, so he'll hide behind the fighters. Full Storm Pistol, we're within 9 of them, and 9 of them. I think we'll shoot these guys, because they're a bit more dangerous. And we will hit on 3s, 2 shots. And 1 on 3s. And they get a 4+ save, because they are big spookies. And they fail, so at least 1. They can't possibly fail their test, and we can't charge. I mean, he could charge, but he's not going to go by himself. So it's Spirit Host turn. So action phase, let's see what everybody does. So we are near now, which means it's going to be 1 is Tormented Spirit, 2 is hold, 3 to plus basically is charge. So for the Chain Rasps, they're going to charge. So they're going to advance as fast as possible, which means just flying over not within 3 towards the closest model, so towards the Unforged. And they will try and charge during the charge phase. So they immediately try and charge. They're going to go Snake Eyes. Will fail. And then these guys, they're going to charge as well. So they're going to move their full movement, just staying outside of 3. And they also attempt to charge. And they definitely make it with an 11. Now, if they don't get their immediately attack rule, because again, they don't get their allegiance abilities, they're all going to charge the dwarf. Combat phase, they end up going first, so that's going to make the stabs happen. And they get 3 of them. And they do get a little charge bonus, because when they charge, they stab a little bit better. So they have the point of death. You reroll failed rolls to hit for attacks against this unit when they charge. So it's going to be 4s and 3s with 2 attacks each, so 6 attacks into the dwarf. 4s to hit, rerolling misses. And then 3s to wound. This could be the end of the dwarf, not Deadly Headly. 4 wounds. Okay, so it's not going to quite kill him, but it's going to be bad. He gets 6+ saves. Nope, he's going to go down to 1 wound left. Ruh-roh. Okay, well, we're going to go with... do we go with the Knight of Zeros first? Because we go... I think she can pile in without getting within 3 inches of the Chain Rasps. Yeah, I think she's good. Yeah, she's alright. So she'll make some stabs. 6 shots with her axes, because she didn't charge this round. Hit on 3s. Ooh, not good. And then wounding on 3s. 1, and then it needs a 4-up save. Is it spooky? Nope, kills 1. And then let's hope the Unforged can finish these guys off. He's got a 6 attacks. He always rolls 1s because of runic axes. So there's 4 hits. And then wounding on 3s. Uh-oh, only 1. 4 up. Nope, there's another one. Arch Revenant's Glaive can attack right now because it's got a 2-inch range. So 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. He's not going to bother piling in because he's going to bring in the Chain Rasps. Doesn't wound at all, though. Good job. Well, it lived, and it will not fail its morale. Oh, things might be bad for the heroes. Let's see if they get to go first. It's a new battle round right now, so 1 to 3 will be the Night Haunts. 4 to 6 is the heroes. 4 to 6, heroes get to go first. We got another command point. Oh, we're not feeling great. And if we fall back, we're not going to get to fight. So And I really want to kill these chain rasps because they're going to go first if we don't do that. So yeah, hero phase over. Movement. We don't have any because otherwise we're falling back. Shooting. I don't want to shoot right now because if I shoot, I have to shoot him. Oh, but if I kill him, I can charge. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just try and kill him. So we're going to shoot him with a bolster pistol, hit him twice, and then wound him on 3s. Wound him once. So he gets his 4-up save. Ah, he laughs. Well, combat, that means we get to go first. And who do we go with? I think we go with the Arch Revenant. He's going to try and save his dwarf buddy, you know, as the Legolases do. He's going to pile towards the closest model, which is this guy. But he's going to pile in such a way that he can do his glaive into the chain rasps and his little bitey pinchers into the last of the Glaive Stalkers. Or do we just put everything into him? No, we'll just put the pinchers in there. So let's do the big kill stick. Big kill stick's going to go into him, or into the chain rasp rather, on 3s. 3 hits, always mad. And then 3s to wound. 3 wounds. Oh, he's so mad. They get 5 saves, and every point is 2 damage here. So 1, so 4 damage. So 4 of these guys are going to get pasted. 1, 2, let's just say 3, 4. I could choose to have the chain rasps go next, but I'm going to choose for the worst possible option for me to always happen, and that will be, this is just a house rule, I might actually write this in the errata, is that they will activate in order of closest to a model, and then they will attack the least wounded, or the most wounded hero first. Because it just makes the game harder. Like, otherwise you can just game who's going to activate first to make it so you don't die. So that Glaive Stalker might kill deadly heavily, so two dice on 4s. Doesn't hit. Oh, well, then even with the odds against us, he still stands. And does he go? Or does the Knight of Zeros, or the Knight of Zephyros go? I think the Knight of Zephyros goes. And she's going to pile in around so that she can get her stabs in range, whoops, of these guys. Penalties body block. So she's got 6 attacks with her axes on 3s. She didn't charge this round. And then 3s again. Into these guns. Whoa, she is super mad. They get the 5 save. Now if they roll that, they're going to be laughing, but they don't, and all of them die. She just blitzes into them like a hurricane. All right, Headley, banish this ghost. You have 6 attacks. Reroll 1s. You didn't roll any. Oh, you did roll 1. Then you just rolled another 1. And 3 to wound. 2 wounds. 4 saves. He laughs. Can't fail a battle shock. Oh, the dwarf might still die. All right, well, it's their turn now, so they're in combat. If I roll a 1 for their action phase, Tormented Spirits. Nope, they can attack. Hold just means they don't do anything in the action phase, but they fight normally. So they're going to fight first. See if they kill Deadly Headley. Force. Oh, it's going to be it. 3s. Doesn't wound. Oh, he lives to see another day. Well, he's going to prove himself now. Even though he's all chopped up. He's going to hit 5 times. He's going to wound on 6s. So 3s, sorry. Could have saved on 6s, and they're going to save on 4s. Oh my god, it lived! Alright, well, apparently the dwarf is just running out of steam here. So the Knight Zephyros hits. And hits 3 times. Wounds on 3s. And then it will save on a 4, 5, or 6. No, it finally dies. And that'll be game. So we've managed to clear our first room. So the room count goes to 1, but Headley is badly messed up. On the flip side, we get to roll now to see what our reward was for clearing the room. What do we find in these chests that are laying around everywhere? So we're finding a 5. A Grave Sand Ossuary. Give this item to a hero. In your hero phase, you can choose the hero carrying it to use it. If you do so, pick a friendly hero that has been slain in this battle. You can heal 1 allocated to that hero, and it's no longer slain, and set up within 3. Then that hero uses this item, so no longer carrying it. Sweet. Well, we'll give the Grave Sand Ossuary then to the Knight, to the Arch Revenant, just in case my dwarf dies next game. All right, with that done, let's do our next exploration roll and see what happens. We're pretty beat up. But a 7's going to put us right back in the fight. All right, dwarf, stay behind us. You're going to be okay. So we're set up for round 2. Terrain has been moved around a little bit, and let's see what we're fighting. D3 plus 1 minion units. It's going to be 2. So the first one will be some Glaive Stalkers. The second one will be some Chain Rasps. First unit's going to show up on a 6, which means any side. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, so over here. So 9 Chain Rasps, just ready to party. Within 1 inch of an edge. And we'll move them so that that spot's still clear, actually, in case we roll that as our location arrive. And then they all deploy. The Stalkers are going to arrive on a 5, which is west. It's on this flank now. All right, well, turn 1. Let's see who is going first. 1 to 3, it's Night Haunts. 4 to 6, it's the heroes. Night Haunts. Ugh. So this unit, they are going to be close, which means their action phase behavior will be 1 is Tormented Spirit, 2 is hold, 3, 4, 5, 6 is charge. So 3+ they charge. They're going to hold. And then for the Chain Rasps, they're going to Tormented Spirit, not even fight. Well, you managed to just mess up this ambush, folks. So let's send in the clowns. I mean, if we don't have to use the Gravesand Ossuary, why would we? So let's just fly over here, going 12. Maybe we can kill both these units in one round. They're not even going to fight back, so I might as well just send both these guys. And he's going to walk 4 around the corner. Maybe we can just do this in the first turn. Because these ones won't even fight back, so I should be able to make it. Charging in, Knights of Heroes. Makes with an 8. We'll fly all the way over here, just so we can back up the Arch Revenant later. And then my Unforged is going to go 10. So pretty much the same thing. They fly into this unit of, like, crying ghosts. And the Arch Revenant, 3. He'll just barely make it because he was 3 away. Well, we'll pick him to go first, because this is the only thing that can actually fight back, because they can't be picked doing anything during the combat phase. So 3 attacks with this big polearm on 3s. They all hit. And then 3s to wound. Get him. 3 wounds. 4+ saves. Each hit is 2 damage. They take 2. So 2 are going to die. And then the pinchers on a 4 to hit, 3 to wound. 4 to hit, 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. They're going to fight back now. So 4 attacks into the Arch Revenant on 4s, and then 3s to wound. They wound him once. Does he get his 4+ save? He does not. Takes a wound. First wound of the campaign, down to 4 left. Unforged, you got 6 attacks going in. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, because you got runic axes, and then 3s to wound. 2 wounds, 2 5 saves, kills 2. And they cannot activate. Oh, I forgot to shoot my guns, my Bulletstorm pistols. Did I hit anybody? I hit twice. I wounded once. It didn't save. 1 more. So then she fights. She's charging this round, so she has 7 attacks because of +1. On 3s. And then 3s to wound. 1, 2. And then 5 saves. Well, we didn't kill the unit. We might go first still. They make 1. 4 dead, they can't fail their battle shock test. 2 dead, can't fail their battle shock test over here. So we are into new round. 2, 1 to 3, the Nighthawks are going first. 4 to 6, the heroes. The heroes. All right, well, we get a second CP for our hero phase. Movement, we're already in combat. Shooting, let's shoot our Bulletstorm pistol into that unit of Nighthawks, because why not? On 3s, and on 3s, and then on a 5 they save. Kill 1. And then we go right to melee. Now, they could fight this round, so I think it's important that we go first. Ugh, who wants to go first? You're going to eat it over here if you don't, but they could kill the dwarf. So I think the dwarf goes first. Because he rerolls once. They have the same exact amount of attacks, but at least he rolls once to hit. Slightly relevant. And then 3s to wound. I don't think we're going to kill all 4, though. Oh, maybe. 5 up saves. 5 saves for the Nighthawks. 2 live and 2 die. So 1, 2. Towards the most wounded model first, so these guys are going to go. They have 4 attacks, 5 because there's a unit leader there. They might kill the dwarf. 2 hits, this will do it. 4s to wound, they just need 1. No, he lives! Alright, well, I guess we go with the Arch Revenant then. And he's got his 3 attacks with his polearm on 3s. And then 3s to wound, and those Glaive Wraith Stalkers. 1 wound. Does it save? 4+. It's fine. Pinchy Bug on 4. On 3 it wounds. No. Oof, they fight back. So 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 3s. No! 3 4+ saves. He's pretty beat up now. Makes 1, takes 2. He's down to 2 wounds left. Not looking great. All right, well, your turn there, Knights of Heroes. Just make the murders. You need to finish these guys off so you can go help the Bugman. The Bugman's not feeling great. On 3s of their axes. There you go. Get some work done. And then 3s to wound. Wounds 3 times. They get a 5 up save. All dead. All right, action phase over here. So let's see what happens. This is the top of the Nighthawk turn. Action phase for them. 6. Oh no, they rampage! Immediately fight as if it was the combat phase, and they fight again in the combat phase. So they're going to fight twice in a row. So 4s to hit, 3s to wound, 1, 4+ save, just live. You're good. Immediately fight again because it started the combat phase now. 4s. Oh, he's going to live. Thank goodness. Wounds, though. 4-ball save. He's fine. Oof. Oof. All right, turn 3. And do we go first? So 1 to 3, it's the Night Haunts. 4 to 6, it's the heroes. 4 to 6. We're good. Okay. 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 All right. Finish these guys off. I don't like how few wounds you guys have left. So walk over here. Stay outside of 3. Just shoot him with your gun. Deadly Headly. It's gonna walk over 4. End up right there. He's gonna fall back because you don't want to die, and you might just die. Shoot some Boltstorm pistols. Nope. Completely miss. And then she's gonna charge. We do! We will spend the CP we got this round to reroll 1s to hit, because that feels like a good thing to finish these guys off. And she's got 7 attacks right now on the charge. Didn't need it, and then now is when I roll the 1s to wound. On the 3s to wound in these 2 Glymmsforge Stalkers. Oh, there's 1. And then they got their 4-ball save. Odds are I kill them all. I don't. There's 1 left. Does it fight back on 4s? No. And then its turn, action phase. We're in the Night Hunt half of turn 3. It's going to toot, which is hold, and just sit there during the action phase, but then fight normally. So it'll fight right away. On 4s, it'll hit. 1 hit. On a 3, it'll wound. Wounds. Does she make her 4-up armor save? No, she takes a wound. All 3 heroes are now wounded. All right, it's back at us. So it's her fighting back now. 6 attacks on 3s, and then 3s to wound, and then it has 4-up saves. Finally killed it. All right, well, chamber 2 clear, or second hostile chamber cleared. Let's see what our reward is. We're gonna get a 1, a spectral lantern. We get to add 1 on our next exploration table. Sweet. Maybe that'll result in some healing. That'd be cool. So on a 9+, we'll get some healing here. 5? Well, we avoided a boss fight with another whatchamacallit, another dungeon fight. I think we give the Gravesand Ossuary to you now, because I feel like you're going to be the one that ends up using it. All right, the 3rd Chamber of Death. Everybody's pretty wounded, except for the Knights of Pharos. She's doing a little bit better. We haven't had a rest yet, but we did narrowly avoid a boss fight with the Spectral Lantern we found. So let's see how many minion units we're fighting. D3+1. It's going to be 4. Oh, this could be bad. And what are they? The first one is Glymmsforge Stalkers. The second one is Glymmsforge Stalkers. We're going to upgrade that to the next one up, which is the Grimgrass Reapers. Third one is going to be Chain Rasps then, and the 4th one is also Chain Rasps, because you don't get enough in the box to play all of this. So it'll be a squad size +1. So 1, basically all the minions show up for this one. 2, 3, 4 units. 5, 9. Yeah. All right, for the Blade Wave Stalkers, they will show up on 4, which will be... I will put a note in the errata probably about what to do if you run into models, because I think that was something that they didn't really think about for these guys. So 4 is going to be east. So over here, all within 1 of an edge. This might be the end. For the Grimgrass Reapers, 3, which will be south down here. Fully surrounded at this point. First unit Chain Rasps, 2, which is north. Yep, fully surrounded. And the last unit, 1, ambush. Pick a side. Pick one of the heroes in the adventuring party. Set the model from the unit 3 inches away. So this last unit's just in melee with us already. So 1, 2, 3. So D3ing it. It's going to be the dwarf. Oh, good. Pick a model, put it within 3. Everybody else within 6. Exactly 3 inches away, and the rest of them are just within 6 of him. All right. All right, well, this is one of those turns where it's kind of important that we go first. So let's see what's going to happen. Is a 1 to 3, it's the Night Haunts. 4 to 6, the heroes. It's the Night Haunts. Oh boy, close. So what do the Grimgrass Reapers do? 2, I think that means they hold. So they will try and, they're actually just going to stand still this turn. Then it's the Glymmsforge Stalkers, also near. They will also hold. These guys are close. They will be tormented in the back unit. 3, they are going to, when close, charge. Because that's the amendment I made. So at least they're going to charge. So they're going to make a 6-inch move, which will put like 1 of them here, and then make a charge move into Deadly Headly. And that's going to end up with 11. So they are going to full-on surround this guy. Well, everybody else idled, but this back unit decided it was time to party. That should maximize everybody being within an inch, so it's going to be 18, 19 attacks into Headley. First 10, force to hit. That'll be 5, and then 9 more. 5 plus 3 is 8, so drop 2. Force to wound. He's only got 1 wound left. Can he roll 4 6s? Negative. He does get to throw his death blow, and that means firing off D3 mortal wounds in that unit. But it's only on a 4+. 4+, he goes down fighting. Nope, he doesn't go down fighting. So that's going to trigger the Gravesand Ossuary now, and he'll basically revive with a single wound within an inch of the Knights of Pharos. Basically, he's just going to come back right next to her, and then immediately fight. On 3s. And he has 3 roll 1s because his Runic Axes. He still only has 1 wound, though, and then 3s to wound, but I've lost my mulligan. 2 and 5 up saves, 1 makes it, so the back 2 will die. You can't really go down fighting if you don't actually die. Then everyone's been picked to fight on the Nighthaunt side, so it's going to go right to the Arch Revenant on 3s, this polearm, and then 3s to wound. Ooh, 3 5 up saves, 2 damage each, make 1, so 4 more dead. The pinchy little bug, attack on a 4, it misses. And then it's Knights of Pharos, she's got 6 attacks on 3s. And then also 3s to wound with her axes. And they get 5 up saves. You gotta pass 2 here. Only pass 1. She wipes up the unit. Well, we survived the ambush, but it cost us our whatchamacallit, our Gravesand Ossuary, our do-over. So I think, do we pick a side? Can we kill both these units, you think? The problem is if we don't, it's gonna be bad. Okay, well, top of our turn 1, we gain a command point, so we have 1. And then movement. I think you guys can kill this unit. So you're going to go over here. You're going to walk up your 60 outside of 3. Because you also have a gun, which is nice. Dwarf, you're going with her. Because we can't keep you out of a fight if we wanted to. And then you're flying over here, and we're going to hope that you can kill this unit by yourself. I think you can. You go 12. We still have your ultimate sacrifice left for the bug. Which will be handy. Shooting, we're going to drop 2 guns into that. They miss. Oh no, sorry, 1 hits on a 3 rather. It's on a 3. And then wounds. Does it save on a 4? It does. And then charges for the Arch Revenant. He'll go over here. Half inch away. I think he has to go first. For the Unforged, goes 10. He'll fly over here. And then for her, she can go 7. It'll be cheeky. And throw her into here. Because that way they have to fight her. The question is, where do I go first here? Because whoever doesn't go, I think we have to go with the Unforged. Because I think you can survive them hitting you. I don't think you can. Even if it's only 1 guy, I think you still die. Yeah, we're going to do the Unforged. 6 stacks. On 3s. Rolling 1s. So 6 hits. Was a good call. And then 3s to wound. 5 wounds. 4+ armor saves, modifiable because spectral. 3 dead. 1, 2, 3. We'll keep the bell. And then against the most wounded target, it's going to be these guys. So they're going to pile in and make the stabs. 8 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Not terrible. Only 3 hits. And then wounding on 3s. So we can't let them charge because they reroll on the charge. 2 wounds. Sorry, actually 3 wounds. 4+ armor. Oh, we got to make at least 1 of these. We make 1. All right, so we take 2, and then ultimate sacrifice. We go down to 1, and we've lost our fly. I'm gonna say the bug doesn't come back either, because it would be dead now. So it's not gonna come back between chambers. So let's go over here. Let's see if the Knights of Pharos can finish off this Extoller. 5 hits, 3s to wound. Yeah, I think he's dead. Barely, but he is. And over here, 3 attacks from the polearm. On 3s, 2 hits, and then 3s to wound. 1 wound. Does it go through? It does. Kills 2. And then finally, the bug is dead, actually, so it can't attack. I feel Battle Shock over here. So it's turn 2. We've gotten pretty beat up. Let's see who's going first. So 4, 5, or 6 is the heroes. 1, 2, 3, it's the Nighthaunts. It's the heroes. Well, let's head over here. Our 6. Hopefully we can help it with a gun. You are going to run. We got 2 CPs now. I'll change that to a 6 and go 10. And just kind of cower, but be nearby to fight these guys later. And we'll shoot some guns. It's going to be 2 shots, because I got to try and keep this Arch Revenant alive. For the Bullstorm Pistols, 1 hit on a 3 wounds. Wounds, do they make their save? Yes. Charges, let's see how far she goes. I really need her to body block these chain rasps if possible. She goes 10, sweet. Let's go get them. Just blitz in. They can't charge, but I think we have to go first with the Knights of Furos and just take one for the team over here. Or the Knights, we have to go first with Arch Revenant. 3s with the polearm. 2 hits, we just have to get 1 through. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 4s to save. No, and the bug's dead. They'll go next. I don't think they bring him in though. No, because they don't have to pile in, so they'll just fight actually. So it's 4 attacks on 4s. Oh, and then 3s to wound. He lives. All right, 7 attacks. She'll spend her CP. I should have started the face. 2 roll 1s. 3s to hit. Oh, good thing we did. And 3s to wound. So 4 hits, 3s to wound. 3 wounds with the axes. 5 up saves for these chain rasps. Nope, 3 dead. And they all pile in to fight. Moving around to maximize. Shouldn't be too hard to get all 6 in. And that'll be 13 attacks. So we'll do 7 and then 6. On 4s. So there's 3. And then the second half, 2 more, so 5. 4s to wound. 3 saves, 4 plus. Now she's not gonna die, but she's gonna get stabbed a bunch. She'll be down to 2 wounds. We could really use a break after this. And it's Nighthaunt turn. Oh my god, we might lose some heroes. Okay. So behavior tests for the chain rasps. Let's roll Sweet Sweet 1. Nope. It's at least not a rampage, it's a hold. They don't do anything in the action phase. And over here, 5, and not a rampage, it's a hold as well. So against the most wounded model, it'll be them first. 4 attacks on 4s. No need to pile in. 2 hits. Ugh, it's gonna be bad. On 3s, they wound. 1 wound. Come on, buddy. Stick the landing. 4 plus save. You're a hero. Oh, he's dead. Bam, we lost our first hero. The Arch Revenant's down. Well, let's go over here and see if we can finish off some Nighthaunts on 3s. Should have engaged rerolls, but didn't. And then 3s to wound. 1, 2, 3. 3 5 saves. Kills 2 more. Fight back with 9 attacks now. So 6, 7, 8, 9 on 4s. This could be it. Ooh, it's not looking great. And then 4s to wound. 3 saves. She's got to make 2 to live. Come on. She's dead too. Oh no, we're just down to the dwarf. Turn 3. I can't believe they all died. Ugh. Ugh. All right, let's see who's going first. 1 to 3, it's the Nighthaunts. 4 to 6, the heroes. It's the heroes. All right, so I got a CP. We just stand there and charge. Charge in. Go get them. Going 9. It's gonna hand over here as far as you can from the bad guys. All right, so we got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Didn't have to roll any 1s, and then 3s to wound. Oh, just 2. And they both make their saves. No! They pile in. Oh, this could be it. 4 attacks. 4s. No, they miss. Oh my god. All right, well, Nighthaunt turn. Behavior check for them. 1, the Tormented. And then these guys far away. 1, the Tormented. Oh my god, we get another turn. Turn 4. Come on, folks. 1 to 3, it's Nighthaunts. 4 to 6, it's the hero. 4 to 6, how they gets to go. Straight to combat. We'll spend, I mean, it doesn't matter if we spend a CP because we always roll 1s anyway. 1s. Runic Axes. Nope. And then 3s to wound. Just don't die. Oh my god, only 1 wound. 4 save. We killed 1. Fights back. Because it's a new turn, so it's not tormented anymore. On 4s. This could be it. On 3s. Yeah, we lived! 1.5. Behavior check. What does he do? 5. He doesn't rampage, but he holds. And then from them who are near, 3, they are going to make a charge. They move 6. And attempt to make a charge move. They make the charge. 8, that'll do it. I think this might be it. Hadley, you're not going first. So it's going to be the Chain Rasps, who are the most attacks going against you. They've got 8 attacks, 9 for their champion. On 4s. 1s, 2s, and 3s go away. And then wounding on 4s, if they get 1 through here, you only have a 6 up save. 4s. 3 saves. 6 up. No, 2 super dead. And that's the end of the heroes on round 3. So there we go, making our way through the Glymmsforge Catacombs, managed to get through 3 chambers before being cut down by the spirits. And I had significantly different experience from my first time playing it. What I liked, I don't think by any means that the adjustments I made are perfect, but they definitely created a lot more tension. My heroes felt like they were actually in danger, they took wounds, they interacted interestingly with the things that they picked up, like the avoiding of a boss fight. Like the game would have, this little campaign would have actually ended a boss fight if it hadn't, well, maybe not ended, but there would have been a boss fight in this 3rd mission if I hadn't found the Spectral Lantern, and then Hadley getting so badly wounded in the beginning and coming back because of the ossuary, the bone ossuary thing that brought him back to life was, again, super relevant. So if I was to play through this again, I'm not going to do a whole another one of these on camera, but I feel like it could have very well continued to go on if I just had a couple more lucky moments. There was a couple times there actually where the Arch Revenant died, not because of any, like, it was basically because 2 4+ saves got made. If one of them would have failed, the halberd would have killed both those guys and he wouldn't have died. And various things would have been quite a bit different. The Knight Zephyros charging into those Chain Rasps just getting murdered was also quite unlikely, but happened anyway. So I felt like this was a fairly good balance between changing up the encounters and changing up the amount of minions on the table. I did like the triple amount. If you're going to have triple amount, though, you might need to keep it to 3 heroes or less, because you won't really, it's quite possible you won't have enough Night Hunt models to end up being all your minions. And you need to be able to know what happens if you run into models. So if you're like I did, where I rolled like Glaive Stalkers, Glaive Stalker, or something else, there just needs to be an addendum on the rules that says if you roll a unit that you've already maxed out on the table, go to the next unit that's available, basically. Yeah, and I'm happy with it. So anyway, if you want to download that little errata to change up the rules a little bit and make it a little more tense, check out the link below. I do recommend keeping it to wound 7 or less models. I obviously took the minimum. I took 5 wound models. I took a thematic mix. I took a human, a dwarf, and an elf, because, like, why not? Like, how much fun is that? It's the classic adventuring party. So we'll see if more of these in the future. I'm going to try and get a hold of a Dankhold so that I can do the Troggoth Slayers one. And hopefully any other ones that come out, I'll be able to check out too. So big thanks for watching. Thanks, Mash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.